Oh, sorry. Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what time it is. Okay, it's good, 2:30. Mwekezi here with another live analysis. So I was asked by one of the fellow traders in the group to do an analysis live, actually. So as you can see, there for a couple of days I've been posting the trades that I've been taking, and as a result, people are asking me like, how did I come up with those trades? So today, I'm actually gonna give you the breakdown on how I managed to take the trades and what did I actually use to determine which direction and everything, and the whole shebang. So remember earlier on that I posted, let's look at this, because let me just clear this. Let me just clear, delete. Oh shit. Okay, I deleted something I really shouldn't have deleted. Let me see. Flip. Okay, let's delete. It's fine. Let's start. Let me clear the charts first. As you can tell, I have a couple of indicators that I use. When you look at my object list right here, I have a couple of indicators, not object list, but indicator list. So I have a couple of indicators that I use that you normally see on my chart. So there's the candle time. It shows the candle that I normally use, the candle time, when is it closing and everything. I have the MetaTrader digits, the one that show you the pips. Normally they show up at the top right there, the spread calculator, and the support and resistance lines. So because we're going to be doing a live analysis, we're just going to be removing, let me just remove the indicator and support and resistance lines. Go back, remove that. Okay, so now the chart is all clean. So step number one that we need to do before we take a trade is identify the trend, right? So we do that by going to a higher time frame, normally a daily time trend, timeline. Okay, it's not that clear. And then either we go to a daily, but you can check that this is a downtrend, right? So from that one we've established the downtrend, but let's do a 4 hours. 4 hours more clear, yeah. It's a 4 hours, 4-hour time. And it shows what we identify. Stage one is identify the direction, right? So let's add that there. We identify, where can I put this? Let me just write it here. Identify the direction. So we need to identify the direction. So now you can plot your trend lines. Right, plot your trend lines. As again, the trend lines need to always touch the tips. You don't just put the trend lines in or something like that, but you always have to make sure that they touch the tips, the last ends of the wicks, the wick ends. That's the way they'll say it. So we have that. As you can check, just a simple glimpse that this thing is doing, it's an uptrend. It's doing lower highs and higher highs, right? Lower highs, higher highs. So we can check that already that is a downtrend. But when we move closer to, sorry about that. Then from there, you need to draw your key levels. So there's an uptrend, but to which extent? Because we don't want to be looking at an uptrend for too long. This has been a couple of days, so for a 4-hour day, this might be last week or something. So we're not going to be doing that. Okay, you come over here. Okay, so let's move in a bit closer. Front trend is an uptrend. It's going to break. As you can check, as you can see now, let's focus on the current one, which we see. I think this was a day or two. we've seen that this thing has done a reversal, so it's gonna be, it's getting turn, it's a downtrend. Then we're gonna plan, we're gonna draw stage number 2. We're gonna draw our resistance zones. So normally I would use a gray one for the resistance zones, and support and resistance. This is a key area because we can see moving to the left, it has been respected multiple times, right? There's been a resistance in this area on it, resistance from this, multiple wick rejections from it. So basically this is a very strong support area. It's something that we cannot just ignore. Then you also plot the highs, right? The previous low to higher high, lower high zone. So today, so we're looking for just cells. Right? We're looking for cells. Looking for cells. Make sure they touch. So we're looking for cells. There's the main. We're looking for cells. We're looking for cells. So let's go to a lower time frame. We have established our key zone, so we can, determine more key levels. Right. So as you can check, it broke above the structure before doing a triple top, not even a double top, a triple top in that resistance area. If you can check on the higher time frame, the wicks, so it touched once, twice, 3 times. I think we should put in an error or something. So as you can check, it has actually touched a few times. Here, here, and here. So when we move to a lower time frame, because now we're on the 1 hour and we're moving to a 15-minute time frame, you see those areas, those wicks on a higher time frame. Here they're actually a full, not even a trend reversal, but they're a full wick. They're full, few wicks, 3-4 wicks, for that. So this area has been strong. It's a very strong area. That's why the price didn't break above this area. It tried first, tried second, tried third until it gave up. I was like, guys, I tried there 3 times. I'm not in it. So it went down. So it started a downtrend. So when you look at the downtrend, you can see that it has plotted multiple wick rejections going down, right? Wick rejections going down, wick rejections going down. So we're looking for cells. So if you're looking for cells, actually this needs to be on top because it's a downtrend. So we're looking at an area with most resistance. If we can have 2-3 wick rejections, I prefer that. I prefer multiple wick rejections. In an area where you see multiple wick rejections, you know that that area is actually difficult for the market to break, or is going to have a definite reaction to that. So I'm still plotting my key levels. So okay, this one had multiple wick rejections. The power going up failed to break that, and we have a third one. So if you can check on my previous entries, actually on the previous ones that I sent out in the group in the morning, I already taken trades from there. I didn't actually share the screenshot. I didn't share the screenshot today for Euro USD, but normally I take my trades directly from the key zones. So I don't take my trades anywhere from there. Yeah, I know, drinking coffee. Yeah. So as you can check, this pattern is almost at a major resistance level, which is this one at the bottom. We cannot be actually I wouldn't advise you to take trades from there because it's a very, very, tight. As you can check, this area has been respected multiple times. You are bound to get reactions multiple times throughout the timeline where you can come to this area. So what I would suggest you to do is, what I would do is, I would wait. Right? I would wait for price to give me direction. Is it breaking below the structure, or is it going down or up, from the structure? Like, give me a direction. Right? If it's why are these arrows so small? I increase the arrows. The arrows are so small, man. Okay, they don't have a size. Damn. Yeah, the arrows are so small. It's not even funny. So if it fails to break the structure right here, this level right here, as you can check, we're looking at wick rejections. So let's move to our lower time frame. There are multiple wick rejections, and there's a strong candle to the downside. So you can check that on the major trend line, it broke above, did a triple top, went in. Now it's supporting the same resistance structure that it has been following on a higher time frame. So with those confluences, let's look at the confluences that we have already. We have identified the direction, so we're looking for sells because it failed to break above. We identified the phase. Right now it's at the depletion phase because it's at the depletion phase. It's actually struggling to go down anymore, so we have to wait for that. Then look for the patterns. The patterns right now, triple top. The triple top pattern right there at the top. 3 wicks, 1, 2, 3, triple top, it went down. It's on a push phase, on a rally phase downwards. So now we have to wait for it to form another pattern towards the bottom so that we can check which direction is it actually pushing towards. Is it still continuing downwards, of which I think it is, with the multiple wick rejections, but they're not enough for me. So I would wait for it to give me like multiple wick reactions, probably 2 or 3, especially if it's when it's close to the trend line. So I'll wait for it to give me a couple of wick rejections with a strong candle close to the downside. Then you're going to take the trade. But for now, nope. We are not trading. I'm not really sure where the market is. It looks good, but can't really take a... We're waiting for the candle close. That one is like 8 minutes. So when you move to a lower time frame, 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-step. So we need to actually wait for that. One thing I love about trading EURUSD is that it always has similar patterns. Like triple tops are always everywhere. Triple top down, triple top down. So now it's a single top, first top. We're looking at the other 2, especially this area here. There's multiple wick rejections showing you that there's a high chance the market will be going on the downside. See here that I just inserted. Let's move in. This area right here has multiple wick rejections. 1, 2, 3, touch, and the market is going down. If this candle closes bearish, I'm taking a sell. So what I would suggest is you place your sell above here. But as you can, there's something happening towards the left. This wick. Let me get this wick. This wick right here. This wick right here is a sign because the market closed above this previous candle. So it shows that the power to move to the downside is probably depreciating. So let's wait for it. This candle close will give us an indication. If it closes above the red one, then we'll know that the market, the movement is still going up. The resistance is still high, so there's a push phase towards the upside. So we'll take a buy from there. But for now, I would recommend that people would wait. If you want to take a trade from here, just wait it out a little bit. And let's see how that goes. I think I should start doing these things live instead of just recording them like this. Just do live analysis. Because now pre-recording them, the thought process is almost over. And I have to think about it again.